So I've lived in Myrtle Beach for 9 years now. And a question that I get asked a lot by people who are moving to the area, especially from the Northeast, is does it snow in Myrtle Beach? And up until now, I've said I've seen snow like 2 times. And I say snow because it's really like flurries or little dustings, barely dusted the ground. But today, it's like actually snowing. A little bit earlier, we had massive snowflakes. Now they're a little bit smaller, but it's coming down hard. We have multiple inches accumulated on the ground. There's no signs of it stopping. It's supposed to snow all night, and I'm seeing anywhere between like 7 to 9 inches of snow is what's expected. So check this out. You can see my footprints there on the ground. The road, the grass, the roofs are all covered in snow. And yeah, I can say now that I've seen it snow 3 times while I've lived here in Myrtle Beach in the last 9 years. And this one is like in actual snow. So again, here's some footprints in the road, and it is just absolutely coming down. It's pretty crazy, pretty cool. So, snow in Myrtle Beach. Who would have thought? Today we are talking about winter in Myrtle Beach. Now, I was planning to mention the mild weather and no need for snow shovels in this intro, but the snowstorm we got last week ruined that. So yes, apparently it can snow in Myrtle Beach, but it's rare. Usually it's mild temperatures, uncrowded attractions, and the kind of coastal charm that's perfect for a winter getaway or maybe even a permanent stay. Whether you're a snowbird escaping the freeze or a local looking for off-season activities, winter here is packed with surprises. Stick around and I'll give you a full look on what winter is really like in Myrtle Beach, from the weather and the local activities to business hours and some insider tips on how to make the most of the season. Hey, welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Nick, and on this channel I talk about things to do here in Myrtle Beach. I give tips and advice about the area, and I'm a real estate agent, so of course I talk about the real estate. So if you are thinking about relocating to the area, then be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and tap the little notification bell while you're at it. This way you could be the first to know about what's going on here in Myrtle Beach. I get calls every single day from people just like you who are moving to the area. So if you ever have any questions, or if I can help you find home here at the beach, then I would love to chat with you. You can always use the first link down in the description to schedule a call with me. Okay, let's start with the weather, because that's probably one of the main reasons you're considering moving to Myrtle Beach, right? So here's the deal. Winter in Myrtle Beach is mild compared to most places. For the most part. I've lived here since January of 2016, and that snowstorm we got last week was the first real snow I've seen since being here. From December to February, you're looking at average daytime highs in the mid-50s to low 60s with occasional warmer days. Nighttime temperatures can dip into the 20s or 30s, and there will be some days where that happens, but it won't last long. So what does that mean for you? Light layers are going to be your best friend. You may need a jacket in the morning, but by midday, most days, you'll start to warm up. Now, I do get asked a lot if there's still things to do in the winter in Myrtle Beach. The off-season doesn't mean Myrtle Beach shuts down. In fact, winter is the perfect time to act like a tourist and explore without the crowds. Winter can be prime time for activities like golf, exploring nature, and walking on the beach. Many of the area's 90+ golf courses are open year-round, and the cooler weather makes it much more enjoyable to spend a day on the greens. For nature lovers, Huntington Beach State Park and Brook Green Gardens are fantastic options. Brook Green Gardens even hosts a holiday light display called Nights of 1,000 Candles, which is a pretty fun experience. Now, if it is a little too chilly for outdoor fun, Myrtle Beach has plenty of indoor activities. Broadway at the beach, Tanger Outlets, and the Market Common are great places to shop. There's also plenty of great restaurants to check out, and the winter is the perfect time to do so. You can also check out Ripley's Aquarium or the Myrtle Beach Art Museum for some fun entertainment. And remember, these places are usually less crowded in the winter. Winter also brings unique events to the area. There are multiple Myrtle Beach Christmas parades, including boat parades. There is a winter wonderland at the beach, which is a free light display along the boardwalk, and various New Year's celebrations, including a Southern Times Square at Market Common. And let's not forget about Restaurant Week in January, where participating restaurants feature new dishes and special multi-course menus. Okay, next I want to talk logistics. So one question I get asked a lot is, do things close in the winter? And the short answer is no. While some seasonal businesses may have limited hours or close for a couple of months, the majority of restaurants, attractions, and stores do stay open year-round. For example, big attractions like Broadway at the Beach, Barefoot Landing, and Tanger Outlets remain open, although they may have slightly shorter business hours. And here's a pro tip. Winter is the best time to score deals that some of your favorite restaurants and shops may be offering. Many places do offer off-season specials to keep business steady, so don't be shy about asking for a discount. Now, if you're thinking about making Myrtle Beach your permanent home, winter is actually one of the best times to start house hunting, and here's why. There's less competition, the market does slow down a bit in the winter, which means fewer buyers in the market, opening up opportunities for a deal. You get a view on seasonal insights. Winter is a great time to see how a property will hold up during the cooler months. You'll notice things like how warm it stays and whether or not the landscaping requires a lot of maintenance in the winter. And there's motivated sellers. Some sellers are eager to close before the end of the year or during the slower season, which could mean more negotiating power for you. You do see this with a lot of the builders towards year end as they're trying to meet their quotas. And here's a few quick tips for winter in Myrtle Beach. During the day, you might want to pack in layers. The weather can change quickly, so be ready to adapt. Again, you may be needing to bundle up in the morning because it could be quite cold, but in the afternoon, it might be a little bit too warm for your coat. This is a good time to embrace the quiet. You can use the slower pace to visit popular attractions you normally wouldn't without the crowds. You can still hit the beach. Yes, even in the winter, a peaceful walk along the beach is perfect this time of the year. Just make sure you bring a sweater because it can get a little bit chilly with the wind that's coming off of the ocean. Living in Myrtle Beach in the winter makes it easy to stay active. With many afternoons getting warm, it allows you to spend time outside enjoying the outdoors. And don't forget to check out your favorite restaurants in the off season. This is a great time to visit those popular restaurants as the crowds will be smaller and the waits will be minimal. So yeah, I promise you, winter in Myrtle Beach is anything but boring. With mild weather, plenty of activities, and fewer crowds, it's the perfect time to enjoy the area in a whole new way. Whether you're visiting or considering making Myrtle Beach your home, I hope I gave you some inspiration on how to spend winter here in Myrtle Beach. All right, if you enjoyed this video or if you learned something new, be sure to hit that like button down below. And if you've not done so already, go ahead and check out the video I did last week, one of my favorite floor plans by Pawleys. It's a really good video, so you can check that out here. I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.